Hi, this is a quick video just to give you a rundown on some of the components that I'm going to be using in my upcoming custom desk build. So I'll start off on the right hand side here where we have the dye that I'm going to be using in the water, which is the Mayhems X1 Blood Red Concentrate. And I've also got a Mayhems Blitz, is it Blitz Pro? Yeah, Blitz Pro cleaning kit, which is basically to clean out the new radiators to remove any bits of debris and whatever in there that could contaminate the dyes and alter the colour of them. So basically inside there you've got some protective gear, rubber gloves, goggles, and you've also got a water pH level indicator, I think, as well. So yeah, I'll be using that on the radiators. We've also got the Cooler Masters JetFlow 120 fans. I used these on my last build, just the normal black ones. These ones are the red LEDs. So these are going to be going in the front of the desk as the inflow, blowing the air into the desk. I'll only actually be using 6 or 7 of them possibly. So the remainder of the 12 that I do have, I'll be doing a giveaway at some point over the, well, towards the end of the desk build. I'll probably do that giveaway. Also, sticking with the Cool Master bits, we have the V1200 Platinum power supply, which is going to be powering the new build. Previous to this one I was using the V1000, but on this particular build, because I'm going to be using a much more powerful graphics card, I've gone with the more powerful power supply. I might also possibly add another graphics card to the one I'm using here later on as well, which is the ASUS R9-295x2 graphics card, which is basically two 290Xs on one card. This card comes with the water cooling, as you can see here, comes with a radiator, a fan and so on, but I'm going to be replacing that and hooking it up to my custom water setup where it will be on 2 triple radiators. So should it help me overclock it a little bit more than what it is. I'll also be using Avexir's Blitz Series 1.1 DDR4, 32 gig of that. And the motherboard is the new ASUS TUF X99 Sabertooth, which I have that out of the box currently because I've just been testing it all out. I've also done a bit of painting on here, so the red bits that you can see have been added onto it, so you won't normally get that on it. Also, the DDR's still plugged in there because I've been testing it out, and the CPU and the water block for it. The CPU is an Intel i7 5820K, and the water block is this one here, which is Alphacool's NexXxoS CPU cooler, and it's the XP Light Black Chrome Edition. So what else do we have? A couple more fans there, and temperature sensors, digital readouts for, I'm going to have them basically, one is the water temperature before it enters all the components, and one measuring the temperature after the components, so I can see the variations in temperature and how effective the radiators are working as well. We also have 2 Alphacool VPP655 water pumps. These are clear acrylic ones. Two ins, 2 out options. So, and I think it's got, yeah, and it's also got the speed control regulator there, which you plug into your fan headers, control your speed. Like I said, 2 of them. We've also got the Phobya Balancer extractor kit, which I'll be using that when I come around to wrapping my cables with these Phobya cable wraps. We have carbon fibres and red. Sticking with Phobya bits, I'll be using some Phobya thermal paste on the CPU and the graphics card, and I've also got quite a few extension cables because the desk is quite big, so I've got longer SATA cables, power leads and so on that you'd need if you're doing something so big. A couple of Alphacool fittings there, along with an Alphacool speed water flow monitoring device, which you can also plug that into your fan headers and it will let you know the speed of this, and you could set it up to automatically shut down your system if for any reason the water flow stopped, so you don't damage any components. There's also two Phobya mounting brackets for the radiators. They'll be used on the desk underneath of the lid of the desktop, fastened underneath, hanging down. So two of them for the two Phobya G-Changer 360 version 2 radiators. I'm also going to be using again the Phobya Balancer 450 black nickel reservoirs, two of them. I used this on my last build and I really like these reservoirs, very big as well, probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest ones that you can get. I'll also be using a Phobya fan controller. I'm planning to paint the front of it or maybe wrap it or something anyway. So I've gone for a fairly basic front on it, flat and easy to mod yourself with the easy to control knobs. I was going to go for fancy touchscreens again, but I decided on a more basic one because I don't have much luck with touchscreen ones. I'm always messing them up somehow. So anyway, I've got a couple of spare badges for this as well, Phobya badges, which I'll stick on when I've painted it up. I've also got some Phobya vandalism-proof switches, which I will be using to control the LEDs and power and reset and so on. That's a couple of the LEDs I'm going to be using to mod stuff, just some red and white LEDs. There's a couple more, but there's just not enough room on here to put everything out, so that's just a small part of it. Now the water block for the graphics card is the Alphacools, and this is the NexXxoS GPX R9-295x2 M01, and that also comes with a back plate as well. It's black, quite aggressive looking, and I'm looking forward to having a little mess with that. I'm going to mod it a little bit anyway. I'll show that again in later videos when I start fitting that to the graphics card. I'll show it in a bit more detail. Some of the fittings I'll be using for the tubing, which is 16mm outer diameter hard tube, is these Alphacool 16mm compression fittings. I only found out just recently that the inside of these actually has an Allen key hole in it, so they're easy to screw into place and unscrew. I was struggling at first till I thought, hey, oh, that looks like an Allen key fitting, so useful that I found that out before I start doing the main work. A couple of valves from Phobya, and that's about it really. This is the majority of the items, like I said, that I'm going to be using. If you want to see the end results of this, please do hit the subscribe button and drop a like if you can as well. You can also follow me on Facebook, where I tend to put my updates on there pretty much as soon as they're available. And yeah, the first build log of this build is now up on YouTube for you to watch. I'll do a second one for that before the final video towards the end.